Ladies and gents, my name is Xander, aka Deislayers. In this video, we are going to go over the top 5 legendary hand cannons to use in the crucible. Now the main reason that I'm doing this, guys, is because number 1, Age of Tribe is coming out, and with that, there's going to be a bunch of brand new hand cannons brought back into the crucible from year 2 and possibly some other ones from year 1. Now on top of that though, Lord Jax is also going to have a brand new bounty where we are always going to be guaranteed a hand cannon of some shape and form. So that's why I really wanted to go in depth into what are the top 5 legendary hand cannons to use in the crucible. Now before we go any further in the video, guys, I have a huge favor to ask of you, and that is for those of you that are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications as well. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Coming in the number 5 spot is the Ufern HC4 from the Weapons Master known as Banshee. So if you guys don't have this Ufern, I would strongly advise going over to Banshee there in the tower and at least buying it and waiting until he has a fantastic roll. So what is considered to be a fantastic roll for this gun? Well, let me show you first of all what I have on this thing. So first of all, I got True Sight, Luck in the Chamber, Reinforced Barrel, and Eye of the Storm. Now the reason I like this thing so much is because number 1, it's got fantastic range with Reinforced Barrel, and it's also got Luck in the Chamber. Now the reason that the Luck in the Chamber is so good on this particular hand cannon is because it's only got 7 shots in the magazine. That's it, guys. So you're literally almost 2-tapping every single time that you're shooting this gun, or at least you have the potential to 2-tap almost every single time. Now on top of that, a couple weeks ago, the Banshee was actually selling this gun with a fantastic roll, which had Luck in the Chamber, Reinforced Barrel, or Rifle Barrel, one of the two, and it also came with Outlaw. So that was literally like the best roll I've ever seen on that, and unfortunately I didn't have it, so I can't get that bad boy. But the point that I'm making here, guys, is that it's fantastic gun. It's just in the same class as what you would have for like a Palindrome or a Iceland or something else like that. And the reason, again, that it's so good is because it has fantastic range, magnificent stability, and it's got marvelous impact. So all those 3 things combined with Luck in the Chamber and having a 7 shots in the magazine, it makes this thing an absolute monster. So if you don't have it, go over to Banshee, pick one up, and wait until he sells you a fantastic roll. Arriving in the number 4 spot for all legendary hand cannons is the Lord High Fixer. Now guys, the reason that I like this thing so much is because, again, it's got the same impact as what an Ice Luna or a Palindrome does, and more importantly, this one in particularly has 10 shots in the magazine. So I really like this gun because it's fantastic for 6v6, and it's really good for even 3v3 because I'm never ever running out of shots, and it allows me to get multi-kills. Now let me show you exactly the rolls that I've got on this thing too, so that makes a little more sense for why I like it particularly for 6v6. So as of right now, it's got Sure Shot, Outlaw, Small Bore, and Luck in the Chamber. Now I love this type of roll because with Luck in the Chamber and Outlaw, it always allows me not only to have the potential to 2-tap more frequently, but it also allows me to reload almost instantaneously. And so that's really good for any type of situation because I'm always able then to get more multi-kills. Now on top of that, it's got Small Bore and it's got Sure Shot, so Sure Shot allows me to have better target acquisition, while Small Bore allows me to have more range and stability. I would much rather prefer having something like Rifle Barrel or anything else like that instead of Small Bore because it actually gives me more range, but that's okay because even with this, it gives me that boost to range and stability. Overall, this gun is fantastic and it's not going to let you down, guys. If you happen to get this roll from Crucible or something else like that where it drops, make sure that you look at the rolls, see what it's got, as it can definitely compete with an Iceland or a Palindrome any day of the week. Appearing in the number 3 spot is the marvelous and very trusty Palindrome. Now the reason that I like the Palindrome so much is because of one simple fact, and that is that it has the smallest recoil pattern out of any other legendary hand cannon in the entire game. So what that allows you to do is it allows you to really grasp the gun's shot timing and or shot rhythm, which allows you to be very consistent with the gun. Out of any other legendary hand cannon I have, by far the Palindrome is the most consistent gun because all I have to do is get 1 shot in the head and 2 shots in the body, and with that small recoil pattern, it allows me to be very consistent. Now on top of all that stuff though, it's got some very good perks. So this one in particularly has Steady Hand, Outlaw, Hammer Forged, and Rangefinder. So with Rangefinder and Hammer Forge, it's great because it allows me to have that additional range, but more importantly, it also has Outlaw, which allows me to get my reload speed up faster whenever I get a precision kill, and that also means that I can get more multi-kills because it decreases my time to kill. So if you guys don't have a palindrome, there's a really good one that's being sold down there by the Crucible vendor. It's got rangefinder and it's also got rifle barrel, which literally means that it has the highest range of any other hand cannon out there. So if you don't have one, go down there, spend 150 Crucible marks, as it's probably going to be the best decision that you've ever made with those bad boys. Coming in the number 2 spot of all legendary hand cannons out there is one of my personal favorites, which is the Phonology Peril. Now the Phonology Peril was the previous hand cannon that was being sold in year 2 from Iron Banner. And actually the one that I'm using right now is the one that was being sold for that 1 week way back when you could actually buy this thing. And I'm so glad that I did, because it is phenomenal. Now, I'm going to get into the perks in a second, but the reason that I'm bringing this gun back is because you guys are going to actually be able to get this gun with that new hand cannon bounty that's being sold from Lord Shaxx when Age of Triumph happens. So because of that, I'm hoping that you guys get a similar roll, or even a better roll than the one that I have right now, because this thing is an absolute monster. So the first perks that I've got on it as of right now is I've got Steady Hand, Outlaw, Rifle Barrel, and Reactive Reload. Now, I love this gun because of one very important fact, and that is because of Reactive Reload and Outlaw. With Reactive Reload and Outlaw, I am able to 2-tap these people almost on a daily basis. So not on the first kill, but I still have to get a normal kill with 3 shots, whether that's 1 to the head or 2 to the body or whatever it might be. As long as that kill is giving me the Outlaw perk to be active, then on my second kill, that's when Reactive Reload enacts, and I can get up to 114 points of damage in the head. Now, whenever that happens, that means that I can 2-tap people. So with this Reactive Reload and Outlaw combo, it is fantastic for 2-tapping, and it's great for 6v6 and 3v3 types of combinations or game setups. Now, what makes this thing so powerful as well is the fact that it's got a rifle barrel, meaning that it's got exceptional range. So for all these things combined, this thing is a fantastic gun, and I really hope that you guys get a similar roll to this from that wonderful Lord Shaxx bounty that's going to be happening within Age of Triumph. Appearing in the number 1 hand cannon spot of all the legendary hand cannons that I have is, of course, the Ice Luna. Now, the reason that this thing is so good, guys, is because, well, it's probably got the best recoil pattern out of all the legendary hand cannons out there. Now, this is just me, guys, okay? I love this recoil pattern because what it allows you to do is it allows you to always have eyes in the target, okay? So if you're using the Phonology Peril, which is very, very similar, by the way, or if you're even using like a palindrome or anything else like that, you kind of lose the target of what you're shooting at, right? So what I mean by that is your line of sight changes. Now with the Ice Luna, you're never really losing the sight of that target that you're shooting at, and so that's why I like this gun so much, is because of its recoil pattern. Now on top of that though, it's got some amazing perks, and I got really, really lucky with this one. So this one's got True Sight, Outlaw, Rifle Barrel, and Luck in the Chamber. So not only does this thing have the potential to 2-tap with Luck in the Chamber, but it's also got Outlaw, making it very, very quick to reload, which also means that on every single kill, I'm getting that faster reload speed, and that also means that I almost had the potential to 2-tap on every single kill. Now on top of that though, it's also got Rifle Barrel, so that makes it fantastic in terms of the overall range, and it also has True Sight, which gives me that little bit of target acquisition with really good recoil control. So if I had to say that this one's the best Ice Luna that I've ever gotten, I would say it's definitely the best one. Overall, guys, I also want to pick out this Ice Luna to be in the number 1 spot because this one has the potential to drop more frequently. So if you're playing regular Crucible, or if you're in Lord Shaxx bounties, or if you're doing anything else like that, this one has the potential to drop the most frequently, which also gives it the number 1 spot. Just a quick little recap here, guys, as I know that we talked about a lot of legendary hand cannons, and I want to make sure that we remember them all. So coming in the number 5 spot that we talked about was the Ufern HC4, which you can get from Banshee in the tower. The number 4 spot was the Lord Hive Fixer, and the number 3 spot was the marvelous and very trusty Palindrome. And the number 2 spot was the absolute monster called the Phonology Peril, and in the number 1 spot, which is the absolute beast called the Ice Luna. Now there's one other legendary hand cannon that I want to mention, and it's kind of like an honorary mention. It's the one that I'm using right now, and it's called the Whale from Future War Cult. Now it's a very, very good gun, but the only thing that it's lacking is it's lacking a little bit of range. So if you guys happen to get this gun, look for perks such as Outlaw, Luck in the Chamber, Rifle Barrel, something like that to increase that range stat, while having some of those fantastic perks to either 2-tap or to even fasten that time to kill. Lastly, go ahead and check out some of my other new videos, guys, as you can see right there on the screen. One is the top 5 best sidearms to use in the game, and also one's comparing the Palindrome versus the IS Luna. That's pretty much all that I've got for you guys as of right now, and so as always, Deislayers, great gaming, until next time.